Kalvin, Hot Sauce Henderson, and you tuning into the Homies Network.
The industry, baby, we're here. I'm here with my boy, Kalvin, Hot Sauce Henderson. How you doing, bro?
I'm blessed, man. How you doing, Drew, man? How you living?
Man, bro, getting through it. Making it happen.
Man. That's what I'm talking about.
So you're fresh off a long drive, baby.
Yes.
Second round TKO?
Yes, sir, man. Right after the fight, it had to be like 11:30, midnight, and we hit the road straight back to Fayetteville, Arkansas, and that's 8 hours.
And then you drove here.
Then I got there, packed up my bags, and then by 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m., we was heading here to Fort Worth.
Ooh.
So it's almost close to 15 hours straight, man.
Yeah. It's a lot of driving, bro.
Dude, man.
I appreciate you coming, man.
I appreciate you, man.
Real shit.
I told you I got you, man.
Yeah. So let's hear about the fight, man. So first round, how did that go?
Man, so what's crazy is
Was there a strategy to it that you had?
It is a strategy, and I've never been to Nebraska in my life, ever. So it's my first time going to Nebraska. And then now, you think of Nebraska, everybody thinks it's Omaha, right? Or Lincoln because of the college. We was in Grand Islands, Nebraska. Never even heard of it, right? It's close to South Dakota. And so we went, I'm expecting some like Podunk country or Podunk City, and man, it is actually kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of boxing people in Nebraska.
Yeah.
And so when I fought, man, it was like I was a super duper star, man. I mean, the whole stadium was like lit up, man.
That's what's up, dude.
So they can only have limited capacity there, and they had 2,500 people there. Dude, it was crazy. It was loud. They had
Is that the biggest crowd that you've had?
Close. Close, yeah, close.
That's a good little crowd, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's
especially
a packed
somebody
club.
that's not even from Nebraska.
Yeah.
That was the main event, you know what I mean?
That's fire, dude.
Man, they had fireworks. They had the whole smoke machine, man. They had the announcer. They had the loud music. It was crazy, dude. I was utterly shocked, man. Very professional performance.
That's
too,
awesome.
Man.
That's awesome.
Eggshell, man.
So how long does it take you to train for that fight?
Man, so I have a saying, if you stay ready,
you ain't gotta get
you never got to get ready, baby.
That's right.
And so I started January 1st, like everyone does, in the New Year resolution, right? But I really just turned it on, man, because I knew that something was going to happen last minute.
Something good was going to happen.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to be ready for it.
Yeah.
And that's what happened, too. So I took that fight on 3 weeks' notice.
Damn.
3 weeks' notice.
So you were just in the gym.
I was in the gym already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just tweaked a little strategy for him.
I tweaked it, tweaked my diet a little bit, and was in there rocking and rolling, man. 3 weeks.
That's tight.
And then set up the ultimate setup, because now we're fighting on TV, on NBC, April 8th.
Let's talk about that, April 8th.
11 days later, yes, sir.
Cool. So you got April 8th?
April 8th.
So who do you have?
I have a guy from Ohio. His name is Isaiah Steen. Okay. He's 14-0, maybe 15-0.
Yeah?
I'm 13-0 now, man, so it's supposed to be a hard
It's going to be good.
That's what they say. I'm going to make it easy, man.
Yeah. Got to do it. Don't let them see you sweat.
No, man. Train hard, fight easy, baby.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, we linked up, what was it, last weekend?
Last weekend.
So talk a little bit about that event. That's your people, right?
Yeah, correct. So my boy Jerome and Gerald, these guys started a foundation called Fearless Foundation.
Yeah.
And it's really all about the community and the outreach and just reaching just young kids, man. Yeah. And they had a boys event, a boys day out, where they kind of took the boys and they just had them, playing and hanging out, eating pizza, and just kind of got a chance to talk to some really good role models in the community that's doing really
I think
well
it's awesome that y'all are doing that.
Heck sure, man. That was my first time ever being involved in an event.
And they love you, man.
Oh, man.
Whenever you rolled out, they're like, ooh.
It was cool, man.
It was funny, dude.
That's what's cool, man. I love giving back, man. Cause I know I didn't be in a position, man. I know that sometimes it needs just that one person is to tell you, do this the right way, do this the different way. Yeah. And it can change your whole life, man.
Yeah. Whenever I was asking them about you, they were just like, man, he could go a million miles away. We're still going to love him the same. And it's awesome that you're putting on for the city like you are.
That's real.
And whenever we were there, I heard a funny story about how whenever you got started boxing, you had a mattress in the corner of the garage, right?
Yes, sir, man.
So is that where the journey kind of started?
Man, it's weird, Drew, man. It's weird because I can't really pinpoint, man. I got so many different things that kind of drew me to that. And it wasn't just one thing that did that, man. And what's crazy is that, so I found out when I was 22 years old that I was adopted, right? I've already been boxing already by then, but I found out I was adopted.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so when I found out I was adopted, I found out that all of my biological father, his brothers, my uncles, were all professional boxers.
Wow.
Dude, I had no idea, man. So it's almost like destiny pulled me to the sport because the family I knew, nobody boxed. Yeah. Nobody talked about boxing. Nobody watched boxing, you know what I mean? Dude. And just one day, man, I went to my dad and my mom and in the room and I was like, I want to box. Yeah. And then I left the room, didn't know at the time. My dad told me, like, when I left the room, he looked at my mom and said, that's destiny. Like we can't stop that.
That's
you know
some.
what I
That's
mean?
some movies.
Dude, that's like
movie
chill
stuff right
type
there.
stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dude.
and not even scripted, man. It's just crazy how things play out and how God has like an upward calling for you, man.
That's awesome,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I know, man. It's crazy.
So you were beating up on the mattress in there, and then next thing you know, they were like, "He's really taking this serious."
Yeah. So that's what happened. So like, you know what I mean? You get kids all the time that want to do things. Like, y'all get these
Kinda
crazy ideas.
make sure.
Yeah,
you know
kids want to be Power Rangers. They want to be ninjas. They want to be all this stuff, right? Like, yeah, okay, calm down, little Tommy.
Calm down.
Yeah, and so when they saw my parents, we had an old mattress in the garage.
Yeah.
And I would go out there, put my little hand wraps on, and beat the shit out that mattress. I mean, like, just go out there and just start pounding on it, man, using my jazz, my tools.
Yeah.
And then my mom, she came out putting the trash in the garage. She like, boy, you for real, ain't you?
Yeah.
All right, man, I think we can buy you a heavy bag now. And so we bought the heavy bag and found out, like, well, you know what? I want to start going and taking classes, man. Like, just do this for real.
Yeah.
I finally been taken to the gym, man, and just took off since then, man.
That's awesome, dude.
Yes, sir.
So you're still undefeated right now.
Undefeated.
13-0.
So before I was professional, I was an amateur too. So I done had over 70 amateur fights also. I done fought for Team USA. I done fought.
So what was that like? Did you go overseas?
Yeah, so we didn't go overseas. We fought international competition though. And so I fought the #1 ranked country in amateur boxing at the time. It was Kazakhstan, man.
Really?
And we fought yeah, I know. It's crazy. A small country.
They were throwing them?
Like, it's like military precision. Like, they choose you from, like, almost like birth. Like, you're going to be a boxer.
Really?
And so you go to school for boxing. Like, you don't study this. You go to school for boxing.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. That's how Cuba is, too. Cuba. Like,
They'll just put you through it.
They put you through it. Like,
Early.
you got this school right here is a boxing school.
Yeah.
So these guys, they wake up, they work out, they eat, they study. They sleep, they go work out, they study. They go to the evening class, they work out. And that's what they do. They box, man. That's it.
That's crazy.
And so imagine I compete against guys like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's tough.
Yeah,
they
really
probably
tough.
know tricks, all types of shit.
I'm telling you right now, man. It was crazy that when I seen him at the airport, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
we flew in, we fought in Miami, and it was called a duel.
Yeah.
So it was USA versus Kazakhstan.
Okay.
And we fought at the casino in Miami. And so I remember we got off the plane, we just, we Americans, we cocky and stuff. We just get off, just talking, slapping fives, whatever. And I see them, they're all in a straight line, lined up shoulder to shoulder, like military stance. The van comes up for them to
What
get
were you
them.
thinking? Were you like,
I
oh,
was like,
fuck?
these cats, man. The van comes up to pick them up to take them to the hotel.
Yeah.
One by one, they stepped up, put the bag in, got in the van. One by one, stepped up, put
Like
the bag in. I
robots
was
or
like, yeah,
something.
like robots, man.
Oh, my
It's almost
gosh.
like if you don't win, we killing your firstborn, like type stuff, man. That's how like serious it is. And so imagine
So they
you
were
gotta
just
compete
dead
against
quiet,
that.
just focused?
Yeah, at all, man. Like, there was no
man,
talking.
dude.
They all had the matching outfits. They had the matching underwear, weigh-ins, man. Like, it was military precision, man.
Yeah.
And so I ended up having to fight the #3 ranked guy in the world. Yeah, this is my first time in every international competition. This guy #3 ranked in the world. Man, I put them hands on him, man.
He didn't know what to do?
They didn't know what to do. So, man, they gave him the decision. It was a close decision. They gave it to him. That's how amateur boxing works, man. That's a different
You
story.
think it was rigged?
Yeah, it's
I hear a
different
lot of
story.
stories about like Olympic style.
Olympic style boxing is crazy,
yeah,
man.
there's
It's
a lot
very,
of.
very,
I think it was
very
Roy
beautiful,
Jones
man.
Jr. Right? He
Roy
was talking
Jones
about
Jr., Floyd Mayweather.
They all get ripped off.
Man, I got a long list of people that got ripped off. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And so he knew it though, man. Like he knew, he could tell. But especially me being my first time on that stage, and even just competing with this guy who was #3 in the world. That just says so much about my skill level, my talent, my confidence too.
So that's when that was kind of turning the corner for you.
That right there, it was like putting a stake in, like, we supposed to be here. You know what I mean? You always had those moments in your career where you're like, man, am I supposed to be here? Is this too big of a stage?
Yeah.
You're like, oh no, I'm supposed to be here, man. This is what I'm supposed to do.
That's tight.
Yeah,
How old were you?
21, 22.
So you were kind of maturing. You really were turning the corner on figuring out. That's cool, man.
It was cool. That's like I said, it was like, you supposed to be here, man.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Mm-hmm. I bet they talked funny as hell.
Dude, they didn't speak English.
They didn't even talk to you.
No, dude, so like in the ring, like, so in the first, it was a 5-round fight, which is like what they call semi-pro. Right. Because we didn't have no headgear, no shirts or anything in international competition. So
it's
it was
just
still
straight
amateur,
up.
but it was more professional. So I call it semi-pro.
Yeah.
And so the first 2 rounds, you can tell he was really quick, but he started slowing down. My time on the 5th round, he started like grabbing and hugging me.
So you knew
I was
he
like,
was tired.
no, man, don't hug me. Let's fight. He looked at me like, what?
He was clenching.
He don't know what the hell I was saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought we were fighting.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah, man, but they didn't speak a lick of English, so they don't want to even talking
funny.
shit, man. Just going there to let your hands go.
That's funny, dude.
It was cool, though. Cool experience, though, man. You got the whole Team USA get up, man. You walking in the mall with all the Team
I bet
USA
it
gear,
gives you like
man.
a sense of pride.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
like, all
definitely,
right,
dude.
yeah.
Dude, it's a picture of somebody, 'cause it was televised, too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was a picture of me, like, it had all the whole USA team in the ring before the fight started, doing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Got my hands on my chest, man. It was crazy,
That's
man. It was
tight.
a proudful moment, man.
I remember playing AAU basketball, dude. You felt so cool, like walking through the mall with your gear on.
Heck
and shit.
yeah,
like,
man.
in between games or something, you know?
Yeah.
I can only imagine wearing some USA stuff. That'd be cool.
Dude, that's crazy as heck, man.
How long was the flight? Y'all fought here in the U.S., right?
In Miami.
Okay, so it wasn't too bad.
Nah, it wasn't bad at all, man.
So it wasn't too long, though, when you had a serious eye injury, right?
Correct.
So
Yes,
how
sir.
did that happen?
So when the doctors told me that it actually happened, so I just found out in 2020 that I had
Is that recent?
correct. I had
Felt
a
like it
tear
was
in
a
my
lot
retina,
longer.
man. Retina detachment. But the doctor told me that it dated all the way back to years before, but it just went unnoticed and then
yeah.
progressively got worse. And then
So how did you know? How did you kind of find out? Did
That's
you
crazy,
start having
man.
spots and stuff?
Man, so when boxing is one of those sports where you seen the memes where it's like, these soccer players are flailing, basketball
flopping.
players flailing,
Yeah.
flopping, and then boxing got this big cut, and they're acting like they're not hurt so they can keep fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so boxing had this different mentality. Like, I would see spots or I would see something, I just, whatever, brush it off. It's part of the game, right?
Yeah.
And so it was just almost like a black shadow above my right eye. And I remember looking almost like your eyelid was swollen and sticking over, and I was like, what is that? Weird.
Yeah.
Didn't think no mind to it, right? And so I got my first TV opportunity as a professional fighting on Showtime in Las Vegas against Floyd Mayweather fighters, man. Like TMT fighter, man. This was like the big break, man. I'm about to knock this guy out in Vegas. What's so crazy that Vegas sets their betting odds, right?
Right.
Vegas doesn't like to lose. Vegas had me the 3-1 favorite in that fight, man.
That's
I'm not
awesome,
from Vegas.
man.
I'm fighting a guy in Vegas on Floyd's team, you know what I mean?
They're starting to notice.
Correct. And
People are
so
starting to
they
notice.
know what's up, you know what I mean? They know.
Yeah.
And so we've trained for that fight. We signed the contract. Everything was going great.
Man,
I got
dude.
2 weeks out for the fight. I went to go do my pre-fight physicals, which I always do for a fight.
Yeah.
Vegas is pretty strict, so they wanted me to go to an ophthalmologist instead of optometrist for my eye stuff,
Right.
which is a surgeon of the eye. And when I first sat down, he was like, talking to me about the fight. He's excited, right? He goes, I see you got some cataracts, but don't worry about those. That was fine. You can fight with those.
Yeah.
Then he goes, detached retina hanging by gravity. He was talking to his nurse. And I was like, whoa, what? And he puts his little eyeglass down and he scoots up and got real serious and quiet. He's like, look, man, I was leaving there to go spar in Kansas City preparing for the fight. Like, as soon as I got done, I was going to hit the road.
So how soon was this before the fight?
This is 2 weeks out.
Ah,
Dude,
bro.
and he told me, he said, look, if you was my son, I would beg you not to go spar because you are one punch away from being blind the rest of your life. Like, one punch, dude. And so he was like, man, I know this is heavy. And this was a Friday. He said, I know this is heavy. I'm going to refer you to a retina specialist, but they can't see you till Monday, of course, because it's the weekend, right? So imagine the entire weekend, I'm just thinking about my whole
Something
life
you're
is over.
prepared for.
Everything is over, you know what I mean? Like, I had
Man,
this big
dude.
opportunity. I'm about to knock this motherfucker out on TV.
Man.
And then here it is, I got a possible detached retina.
Yeah.
Monday comes, they get me in first thing. I mean, like 7:30 a.m., I'm at the retina specialist and the surgeon.
dude.
He goes, yeah, man, we got to fix this. They scheduled emergency surgery 2 days later, man. Yep.
How long did it take? Did you go under?
Yeah, I went under. It was a 3-hour surgery on my eye, man. They did so much work, dude. They did this thing called a buckle where they go in and they suture your retina to your eyeball, right? And then I scars are going down, but I had stitches all in my eyeball from the work. They did freezing. They did all like the whole 9 yards, man. It was crazy, man. So now I got the slick Rick op patch and stuff out of surgery and stuff, man. But it was a long road recovery, man. I had some ups and downs.
Yeah.
I had some major stuff I had to deal with myself because my dad had just died a month before.
Your biological dad?
Yeah. No, the dad that I thought was my dad. Well, I knew as a dad my whole life.
Gotcha.
And so he died January 1st, 2020. And so when all this stuff happened, it put everything on pause and a halt, and all this stuff just snuck on me again, you know what I mean? And so now my weight's going up and down, man. My depression, I don't know what depression is, man, but
Yeah, bro, I feel
quickly
you.
find out what that was, you know what I mean?
So how did you address it? Like, what was something that you kind of had to work through? I mean, is there a certain? Because, dude, I know how you feel, man. I mean, whenever you get a big opportunity like that, and then it just seems like the world's against you.
Correct,
For
man.
like a couple months in a row, dude, that's tough. bro.
Correct, man. I told my it was heavy too, man. Because then after the surgery, so I went from working out 3 times a day,
Yeah.
to nothing. Like, I'm talking about, I couldn't work out no more. My eye, like doctor said, you can't work out for like.
And that fucks with your chemical makeup of your body because all we do is, I mean, I played sports in high school and all that stuff. I mean, bro.
I'm talking about even just like getting the release of just like energy.
Stress relief.
Stress,
yeah.
exactly, bro. Like, working out like a drug for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for me to go 3 times a day to nothing and I can't work out, the doctor said you can't work out at all for 2. Like, you can't even go for a walk. Like, you sit your butt down, don't do nothing, you know what I mean? And so that hit me hard, man. Like I said, I ballooned up to about 213 pounds, man. Dude, man, I fight at 168. I went all the way up to 213 pounds, man. Heavy, you know what I mean?
Golly,
chunky,
bro.
And just,
so how'd you come out of it? What was like the turning point?
It was my faith, man. My faith in God, and really just my mindset of not quitting, man. Like, never been a quitter, you know what I mean? So I started working out little by little.
Yeah.
And then I noticed how bad out of shape I was and how I still want to compete.
Yeah.
And so then after the surgery, the doctor gave me 6 months of no contact. Like, I can't have any sparring, of course, no fights and stuff. And so within those 6 months is when I started like getting things put together. And I got a lot of good professional athlete friends that helped me. So I would subsidize workouts with them. Like, I had a Wallace Spearman, 2-time Olympian. I would go out and run sprints with him. We'll do heels with him, hill sprints with him. Then I got a guy who's a power lifter. I go and lift weights with him. I got a strength coach. We go out and work out with him. So different pieces of my life, started leaning on them, kind of get me out this rut.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, it's a big shout out, man. You need a support system, man. You can't do it by yourself, man.
Yeah, that's important.
As a man, sometimes you feel like,
you gotta do it. Yeah,
I got this. But then
it's
need
important.
Help, man.
Yeah, it's important. Especially just to even have somebody to talk to as men. You know?
Correct, man.
You know?
Correct, man.
So it's interesting to think about like how many athletes get out of playing and then they have a downhill slide just because the routine's broken. You know, they're not out there relieving stress, not out there working out.
Crazy stat. NFL quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
After they retire, divorce rates are high.
Really?
Yeah, because imagine being on the road, right? You married for, let's say, 13 years. You're always on the road.
Always gone.
Always gone. I mean, you love your wife, of course.
Of
and
course.
You take care of your business, but now you're home every day.
Yep.
You go like, whoa, who are you?
Yeah, exactly. What do you mean you let the Capri Sun straw on the couch, man? Come on.
Eggshell, man. So, interesting fact about that.
That's
crazy
funny,
to say
dude.
that, man.
That's funny.
It changed the whole habit of everything. Like you said, man, breaks the habit of everything you used to doing.
It is, bro.
And I'm a creature of habit. I'm not gonna lie, man. I wake up every morning. I do my workout. I take my kids to school. Boom, 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 and like this.
Yeah.
So for that to just go, like, stop.
Especially on the brink.
That's what I'm saying. Like, really funny story about that, man. So months later, I took my kids and my wife. We went to a place up there called Locomotion.
Yeah.
And I seen a guy just that I knew of, right? And he was like, man, sorry about your eye surgery, all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. He said, you know what's crazy? I was like, what's up? He said he was at Tropical Smoothie, right? And one of the workers was like, he said, I thought he was more upset than you were, man. He was like, man, Hassau's finally got his break, and his surgery happened, man. Oh, man, what the hell is wrong, man? Just life is just so fucked up at times, you know what I mean? Yeah. He was like, dude, I thought he was more...
That's amazing,
like, yeah, dude.
That's
like,
important.
I don't even know this guy, you know what I mean? He just...
That's cool.
He feels that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
cool,
important.
Man.
It's important to connect with the fans like that. Whenever you have that connection, dude, you got a lot of good things knocking on your door.
That's what I pride myself as the people child, man. I don't want to be like Floyd, where I got to have these 6 and 7 bodyguards when I go, man. Like, I want to be approachable. I want to come in and say, hey, man, that's the champ right there, man. Mm-hmm. I shook his hand. He gave me a word of advice, man. And he's cool. You know what I mean? I don't want to be.
And I noticed that in person.
Yeah, definitely.
I saw you doing it.
Correct. I want to be that, man. I want to be approachable like that, man.
That's important.
I want to be for the people and stuff. That's very important, man. Be relatable like that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you'll never disconnect from your fans like that.
Correct.
You know, they'll always love you
forever too,
and
man.
they'll love you like a family member, you know?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, man. I get messages almost every week from somebody I never met in person.
Yeah.
Just, man, I love you.
That's
I love
cool.
the movement, man. I can't wait to see where this ride takes you. You know what I mean? That's genuine love. People don't even know. You know what I mean? They don't have to reach out to me. They do it.
Exactly.
They don't say, hey, champ, I love what you're doing. Let me get $5. You know, they don't do that.
Let me see my cash app real quick.
Yeah, cash app. You can help me out, man. My mama, sister, brother, baby daddy.
Then you can send me $10,000. Like, what the fuck?
It's always like, I can't wait to see where the ride takes you. You know what I mean? So that's cool, man.
So coming out of that, when did you have your first breakthrough fight coming out of that?
So actually, all 2020, didn't get any fights, man.
Really?
And so
just kept training.
This Saturday was my first fight since my dad's death and my eye surgery.
Man.
I won in Nebraska, man. I knocked this guy into 2 rounds. Second round TKO, man. Yes, sir.
That's
a long
awesome,
time coming, man. Long time coming, man.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, so now we about to, like I said, in 2021, we make up for lost time.
Yeah. Man, dude, that's
max
crazy.
It out, man. Heck yeah, man. It's crazy. Right before the eye surgery and the coronavirus hit, man, I was ranked top 15 in the country, right, in my weight class. I only had 10, 11, 12 fights at the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody else above me that was ranked had 25 plus fights. And so for me to jump that gap like that,
you
man,
were cruising.
Quick. Yeah, they knew that. You know what I mean? I know that too.
Yeah.
So they kind of slowed things down a little bit. But I promise you, I'm making them ground now.
Yeah, making your rounds now too.
You, man. I'm trying to get 4 fights in this year, man.
Well, I noticed you had a whole squad of kids.
Oh yeah.
Explain to me how important they are. Do they look at you like Pops the boxer, or is it just more like Kalvin, you know, kind of at home?
That's crazy. I think it's a little bit of both, man.
Yeah.
And so I'm really good at this detaching two different. I can be intense in the ring and at the gym, and I can cuss people out and be as hard as at the gym.
You gotta be.
At home, I'm daddy. You know what I mean?
That's important.
And it's very important, man, because church and state, you can't relate business and pleasure. You can't do that because it'll be an unhappy household. Right. Especially training for a professional fight, man. I'm drained. I'm dehydrated. I'm tired. My muscles ache. But my kids don't know and don't understand that. My wife don't care about that, man. Like, she care about me.
Just want to hear about the Peppa Pig and the Pokemon.
Man, So you know what I do, man? I love my family so much that when I leave the gym, when I'm drained and I'm tired, I stop, get a Red Bull, re-up, let's go home, let's downtime for daddy. You know what I mean? I'm clocking to my second job, man. Yeah. You got to. You know what I mean? If you want to be a successful father at home and also be successful in your career, you got to learn how to be successful in both of them.
Yeah, because they won't understand.
Correct. It's not fair for your family to give everything you got in the gym.
Yeah.
And you leave it all in the gym. And you come home like, I'm going to just go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't fair to them, man. And
they're not going to understand it.
And I understand that. You know what I mean? When they get older, they might say, Daddy had to work and pay the bills.
Yeah.
But no, man, I want my kids, to love being around me. I love my kid. I love my wife, man. I love being a part of that. And they also help me stay grounded and focused.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know me. I know when I was in college, man, I love partying. Right. I love hanging out. I love doing what I did. So this makes sure I stay focused in my career and keep my mind on what's important, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
For my family, man.
Whenever you can use your kids as motivation, it's always pure. It's always a pure thing.
I tell young cats who always ask me about professional boxing, I always tell them you got to have this, what I call the why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The reason why you do this. Because professional boxing will always find a way to pull on those why strings. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you mean I got cut down to what weight? Oh, shit, I got to feed my kids. I love my family.
Yeah.
Like you said, got to run. How many miles do they coach? I love my kids. Always gonna pull on that why string. Will always pull on. If that why is not strong enough, it's gonna break.
It's gonna break.
You know what?
That's
I'm
true.
gonna go over here and be an accountant, man.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
Yeah, so your why on what you do, no matter professional boxing, light bulb changer, lawyer, doctor, whatever.
Right.
It has to be strong, man. You gotta really believe in that shit, man.
It does.
Yeah.
What do you think about this Jake Paul and Ben Askren stuff going on? Did you see that press conference?
I did not, man. Jake Paul, Robert, that's the younger or the older brother?
That's the younger one.
That's the one that just fought Nate Robinson.
Nate
right?
Robinson, yeah.
He's fighting a UFC fighter now, a former UFC fighter now.
Yeah, Ben Askren, dude. So Ben Askren palmed his face in the press conference.
Oh shit! Let him know like that. This shit's real now. We're the real fighter now.
Oh, dude.
No, it's crazy that it's weird.
Do you like that stuff? Like how the YouTubers are?
No. I'm telling you right now, man. It has its place. Don't get me wrong. It has its place. But imagine, Drew. Let's imagine you're a professional boxer, right?
Right.
I'm doing this shit since I was 15 years old.
Right.
I'm 30 now. That's 15 years in the game, bro.
Yeah.
You got a guy who had been boxing for a year.
Right.
And he gets the opportunity to fight for all this money and shit like that, man. It's almost like he had a get out of jail free card. He just skipped all.
He got to pass go a couple times.
Yeah, man. In boxing, professional boxing got what's called gatekeepers, right?
Right.
You got guys, you
certain
fight your
levels.
career. Yeah. And you get to this guy who's this motherfucker got 30, 40, 50 professional fights.
Yeah.
And he ain't going nowhere. And you got to beat this guy's like a hard boss on the level, right? Mid-level boss.
Bowser or something.
Yeah. You got to beat the mid-level boss, right?
Right.
And then you go to the next boss.
Right.
They get to skip all that, right? You get to fight Nate Robinson, a guy in the NBA. You know what I mean?
Superstar.
Yeah, dude. I think they got paid 6 figures for that fight, right? Yes.
I believe it.
Yeah, I think it was $600,000. Gosh. His first pro fight, he getting paid $600,000.
$600K.
I know guys right now who fight 4-round pro fights getting paid
Zero.
Make sure the camera see it.
Zero.
Zero. All 3 cameras.
Goose
zero.
egg.
Goose egg, baby. Goose egg. They get
dude.
paid $600,000, man.
Yeah. And I hear a lot of mixed emotions about it. Some people are glad that they're bringing eyes to the sport and all this other stuff. But then again, it's just like he's skipping the line.
So, like, what odds are they bringing to the sport? Like, bringing YouTube to the sport.
The casual YouTube
Correct.
fans that
so the guys that
want
don't
to appreciate.
Correct.
Yeah, want to
exactly.
appreciate what's
So I
going
get
on.
you what you're saying. They can bring out to the sport and bring a whole new audience, and I get that. But is that the audience you want? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't get me started on that.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
You see that vein pop into my head.
Yeah, dude, I get it.
Like,
I get
chill,
it.
Grandpa, chill.
I get it. I get it 100%.
Nah, man. But then you got freaking his older brother Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Calling out Floyd Mayweather and just.
I think they're gonna do it. I think they just pushed it back.
I even a lot of respect for Floyd with that too, man.
I don't know how I
like
feel about that.
all these other real fighters are here calling Floyd out, right?
Yeah.
And when you fight Floyd, it's like hitting the lotto.
Yeah.
Like, you set for life, you know what I mean?
because you're gonna hit a fat paycheck.
Correct. And so, like, if Floyd really about the people,
Yeah.
then he would get that to somebody that really needs it, you know what I mean? Logan Paul don't need no fat paycheck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sound on the finances. I don't know what he got going on, but
He's got
from
a
what
lot.
he's showing on YouTube,
Yeah, he got a lot going on.
He don't need that, you know what I mean? How about struggling boxers coming up and getting in the gym 3 times a day trying to make that shit happen? Fight him.
Struggling, working a J job.
Correct,
you
yeah.
know?
Give him an opportunity.
Yeah.
Get him to say his life right, you know what I mean?
Have you ever been to Mayweather's gym?
I've been to Vegas, not with the gym.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
I
seen-
spar guys out of form of the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen videos there. It looks pretty intense and shit.
It's if I can say this, but it's a circus act. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. It's got a lot of drug dealers there, a lot of pimps, a lot of hoes
That's
there.
funny.
You
So
think
you
about
walk
it.
in there as Ringling Brothers. Just-
Correct. You think about it. It's always a camera there, right?
That's
because
true.
Floyd's there. It's Floyd gym.
Yeah.
So people want to be on camera. So they bring all the silly shit to the gym. When I go to the gym and work out,
You don't
I
want no
want to work
distractions.
hard. No,
Yeah.
I want to work hard. I'm not there. That's why I like these other gyms where these girls wearing these crop tops
Yeah.
and these little ass shorts. Nobody's working there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's not what I'm here for.
I'm there to go to work. This is my job, Drew.
Right.
Like, I'm not there to play. I'm not there to ask how your mama doing. I'm
Yeah.
not there to ask how
I'm
your
here to
kids
work.
doing. I'm here to work, man.
Yeah, it's important.
I'm on work and I'm
Clocking
going
in,
about my
not
shit.
showing up,
Yeah, dude,
you know?
I'm clocking in, man. And so when I go to Floyd, and I hear about Floyd gym, it's a circus act, man.
Yeah.
So I went to a gym called City Street Boxing down there, City Street or City Boxing in Vegas, and they got 3 or 4 world champions in the gym, man.
Damn.
And they working hard, man. Like, you go there, you work. I feel right in the culture, man. There's a bunch of dogs in there.
Really?
They trying to get that bone.
going, yeah.
That's it. They dogs. You know what I mean? That's what I thrive in, man. We
Yeah.
all grinding. You know, we
Yeah.
got blood all over us.
That's tight.
We
And
bring
that
it-
builds morale. Everybody's
Correct,
ready.
man. Like, we
Everybody
all in here grinding.
got
you
a
know what I
warrior
mean?
mentality.
Correct, big dog.
That's cool.
Yes,
That's
sir.
cool. So if you could have one guy in your fight camp to kind of steer you in a certain direction, who would it be?
People I got right now.
Yeah?
Kevin Lightburn, Anthony Tuckin, and Matt Hamilton, man.
That's awesome.
This team gonna take to the top.
Homegrown
man.
Fayetteville, or is it a little bit of here, a little bit of there?
It's a little bit here and there, but they all live in Arkansas now.
Okay,
But it's
cool.
guys that I met along the way in my amateur career, now professional career.
Yeah.
And guys that I trust to do their job right, man. And
Right.
I wouldn't change it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't broke, don't fix it.
That's
Kevin
right.
Lightburn is the best kept secret, not only in Arkansas, man, just in coaches, man. This guy opened up my whole mind to boxing.
Yeah.
Like this defense.
So what's something that he showed you? What's like
counterpunching, defense, man.
Okay.
And so, people always think of boxing as an offensive sport, right?
Right.
But nobody likes what I call PAWs, public ass whoopings, right? Nobody likes those, right? So defense gives you the confidence to go in there and not take a PAW.
Right.
And so I can go in there and say, all right, Drew, I'm gonna teach you your 1 and your 2 and your
Right.
left hook, right?
Right.
You go, okay, let's get it. And then you get hit, you're like, oh, this don't feel good. Yeah. But if I teach you defense, then you got more reason to get in there and learn more and get better at it and actually have fun doing it. Hey, nobody likes PAWs, man. Public ass whooping, that's not the way to go, man.
Sorry, y'all, we had to restart the cameras. All right, we're
No
back.
problem, no problem.
So public ass whooping, man. Yeah. And I mean, you get out in that public eye and it means so much more. Like you get these, you get the gym, get in the gyms and you're like, all right, cool. I can get in here and just work.
Correct.
And then when you got the cameras on, it's like,
It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing, man. That's what we call the lights. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? 'Cause so in boxing, you got what we call gym fighters. You got guys who are super natural in the gym. I mean, like they sparring well, they hitting the bags well, they
Right,
running
right,
well,
right.
getting those lights and they freeze up. And,
deer in the headlights.
You gotta be able to do both, man. You gotta be able to perform at the time when it counts.
Yeah. My boy Alex told me, he was like, man, at Fort Kalvin, we got some footage of him back in the day. He was like, dude, he used to roast everybody. Because I was telling him, I was like, man, dude, I haven't talked to Kalvin in a long time. Whenever I saw you last week, I was like, I forgot how charismatic he was. He's like, yeah, dude, we got this footage of him just roasting everybody in the gym when he was like 15.
Man. Dude, man, it's clown. I was got footage of me dancing in the gym too, man. I was there dancing.
Dude, I didn't see it, but he was cracking up.
Dude, it's crazy, man. But yeah, man, I'm being a people person, man, because, people is how you connect, how you grow.
Charisma's currency, man.
Correct. Man, it's crazy. I like that saying. I learned in college when I was in the U of A that sometimes not the test you take, it's the hands you shake. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, man. Like, that's very important, man.
Something that we were talking about the other day is like how important it is to walk through doors, remember names, shake hands, because now everything's social media. So like, people are sending DMs instead of driving 20 minutes down the street. See somebody.
Yes, sir,
so
man.
I think it'll be very beneficial for people that do that.
Networking, man.
Networking.
Hear it out, kids, man.
Yep, networking.
People, man. I know people in position right now in their job and their careers. It's because they know a guy. Not because they got the degree for it.
Exactly.
They got
or that they're well-trained or anything like that.
They know a guy.
Yep. Know a guy that knows a guy that writes the checks.
Guy, man. He's like, you know what, Drew, I like you. You hired, man.
You're on the team,
we'll train you. Don't worry. We'll train you, man. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You're hired. That's
we know you didn't actually graduate. We'll train you. It's okay.
That's how life goes, man. And like, I've learned this too. Like, anybody can go to school and do nothing but just study and make straight A's, right?
Right.
But it's all about, like you said, man, going and socialize and meet people, being part of groups and organizations and
working deals. I mean, it's important to be able to talk to people.
Very important, man. That's what's weird, man, with all this social media stuff. Nobody has, I don't want to say nobody, communication skills are very rare. I'm getting rare now.
Right.
Like, kids, especially like 13, 15 and under, man, they don't know how to, when we was young, we used to go to the mall and try to mac on girls.
Right.
Like, that was a weekend thing for me, man. My mama dropped me off all day. I was just practicing my mac on girls, right?
I'm going to see this movie at 9:45. That's all I'm doing.
Man. Exactly, man. So, like, these kids these days, I don't think they have the courage or the balls even walking to a girl, man. Be like they be like, what's your Snapchat? And they go to their Snapchat, man.
Your IG message.
Yeah, what's your IG? Go to, hey, excuse me, what's your IG? And walk off.
Exactly.
It's just so crazy to me, man. Like, that was like the part, when I figured out the worst girls can say is no.
Exactly.
Knew my whole life changed, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my gang like went boom.
To the roof.
Yeah, all I can do is say no. Bet you over there. How about you?
Right.
Yeah, man.
How'd you get the name Hot Sauce? Nickname Hot Sauce?
Man. It go all the way back to high school days, man.
Really?
I used to put hot sauce on everything, man.
Ah, shit.
Dude, I used to put it on
What's
all
the weirdest
my food,
thing?
man.
What's the weirdest thing you put it on?
Man,
or the best combo that nobody would expect?
Dude, I used to put it on salad, corn.
For real?
Pizza, of course, man. Mac and
Corn's
cheese.
good.
Yeah, anything, man. Just slap some sauce on it, man.
Do you do Frank's Red Hot?
Yes, do I do
That's
that?
good.
Of course, I do wings, of course, like that, man. But I put that on my pizza sometimes too, man.
That's good,
man.
Shit. I put it on chicken, everything.
Everything. It goes everything, man.
Dude.
Louisiana has a saying on the bottom, one drop is all it takes or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But then that kind of just transferred to making it hot in the rain, big dog.
Yeah.
And then, of course, and one was really hot too when we was younger, man.
That's true.
The and one basketball player, hot sauce, man. That's the most. Dude, when I went to Nebraska, like, people don't even remember my real name, man. But that's okay. They remember hot sauce, though.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, you can't forget that, right?
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Hot sauce. Yeah,
that's a great brand. Like,
correct.
great way to brand
and a good way to, like, segue into, like, merchandising and products and stuff like that, man. Like, I got my own logo, man. Got my own logo. You know what I mean? Like, you can't beat that.
I saw you post something the other day. What'd you say about the hot sauce tat? You were like, left jab, something.
The
last thing they see is the hot sauce.
When they turn the lights off, big dog, you ain't lying. I posted another meme. This had to be a year ago. There was a guy knocked out in Philly, and he made this like weird faces on the ground getting up.
Yeah.
And I was like, when you order the hot sauce instead of the mild, on accident, you know what I mean?
Get the super hot, the atomic.
Oh, snap. Yeah,
that's funny.
Too late, man.
I remember you dropped the gem about that Philly fight whenever we were at that Boys Day thing.
Yes, sir.
So give us a little bit of the story on that again.
So
for the people that that weren't there.
So just quick. So coming from amateur to professional as a boxer, the top amateurs out of the amateur circuit, the big time promoters goes to the Olympic trials and looked at these guys and they look at their skills and they sign to these huge contracts like NFL, NBA, whatever, right? And so I was number 4 in the country when I was an amateur and was getting ready to qualify for the 2016 Olympic trials. And it was in Philly, coincidentally, and I got headbutted in the first round of the tournament. It was a tournament. First round of the tournament, I got headbutted and got a gash right here over my eye. And so it don't matter if you win or lose, you can't
And
move
it was
on.
the other eye, not the one that got hurt eventually,
Yes, it was
right?
just the left eye. Yep.
Damn.
And so once you get that, you got to get stitches.
Yeah.
You got the tournament. You can't fight with stitches in your eye. You know what I mean?
So he pulled a cheap shot and pulled you out.
I don't know if it's a cheap shot. It happened though. You know what I mean? And so that right there was like my final awakening. Like, man, I'm getting all banged up and scarred up, and I ain't getting paid for it as an amateur.
Yeah.
No, man, that ain't that's. Let's go get some money for it.
Yeah.
And so we was good enough to be on an Olympic level, but didn't have an Olympic background. And so we didn't have the big time sponsor, the big time money, the big time contracts, right?
Right.
So we had to get it out the mud, which put us in a weird position because we were good enough to be on this Olympic level, not good enough for this contracts, but then we were too good for guys to take fights against.
Yeah.
It was like,
so you were just stuck in a weird
so like,
space.
no, I'm not fighting that guy.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I'll fight him. Give me $80,000.
Right.
Like, what? Like, for a 4-round fight?
Yeah.
No, it ain't unheard of.
Yeah.
And so now me and my team had to sit down and go, you know what? We need to get to 10 fights.
Right.
No matter who we fight a guy 0-30, 0-100. It don't matter. We just got to build 10 fights so we can have a good enough number record where somebody will take a chance on us.
Get you a little background.
Correct.
Yeah.
Somebody take a chance on us. They can say exactly what happened. We got to exactly 10 fights. And we got a phone call about a fight opportunity in Philly. So what guys do is they go to what's called box rec.
Yeah.
Anybody's a professional boxer, your record, your name, your home state, whatever is on box rec. Like it's legal. You have to put it on there. All the way back from the 1900s, right?
Damn.
Like no matter Muhammad Ali, everybody know you go to box rec is there. Like record, who they fought, how many fights they had, where they fought up, what stadium, what weight. Like it's all there, right?
Damn.
And
so there's an archive in that.
Correct. It's archived, exactly. And so they got guys who work for box rec that archive everything. And so what guys would do is they go and look up, let's say Kalvin Henderson and go 10-0. Who has he fought? Fought a guy 0-100, 0-20. Oh, he ain't fight nobody. Oh, he's just building this record. Oh, yeah, let's fight him.
Yeah.
He can't really fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just 10-0 with a bunch of bums,
They
right?
put up more than they could chew, huh?
That's what happened, man. We finessed the system, man. And it worked. So, like, this guy from Philly, his name was Brandon Robinson. He was 11-1, right? And he was knocking everybody out, man. Like, he called him a silverback gorilla. He's all swole, knockout artist, right? Boom, boy, everybody was hyped up. And right before they offered me to fight, he fought a guy that was 25-3, knocked him out in 3 rounds, right? Knocked him out, like boom, stopped him. And
you weren't even worried though.
No, not at all, man, because I had this amateur pedigree. I don't fought guys like him many a time, man. I was ranked number 4 in the country, number 25 in the world. Like, I got experience.
Yeah.
And so that's what they overlooked. And so when they accepted the fight, he's confident. All his fans went on social media talking all this mad shit about I'm gonna get killed and I'm too small and I'm going into the jungle.
It just fire you up.
Yeah,
bro.
man. I went to this is a big no-no in professional boxing. I went to his hometown with his judges, his promotion company, as a main event, as an opponent, right? Man, he had that arena sold out.
Fort Worth, Texas.
Mama, yeah, man, his arena in Philly, Philly, we in Philly.
Right.
I'm a Fort Worth.
Bring him Fort Worth out there, yeah.
And so, and it's funny you said at the weigh-ins, he brought his boys there, his managers, his coach. They all talking shit. They all got outfits on and shit like that. And the woman was like, "He's scared. Look at him talking about me. He's scared." I was like, "Wait. I flew all the way from Arkansas to Philly because I'm scared." Yeah, you sound stupid now.
Yeah.
I'm here because I'm scared. Man, shut the fuck up. You know what you talking about. I'm scared, right? But I'm here. All right, bet.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, we caught him, man.
Gave him
We hurt him in the 3rd round, stumbled him, dropped him in the 5th, dropped him twice in 7, broke his orbital bone, man.
Oh,
That's one of the hardest bones you can break in your face, right? And we broke that jump, man.
I don't blame you,
We
bro.
ain't fucking around. we really like this, man.
We scared now.
Yeah, man. We scared now, dude. So that was a big moment because we planned that from the beginning. Before we had any pro fights, we said, let's just get 10
He took
fights.
the bait.
He took the bait.
That's funny,
and
dude.
click, you know what I'm saying? As soon as that happened, blew up, man. Who was Kalvin? Who was Hassa? All this stuff, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then I get another fight in Philly 3 months later, I think, 3 or 4 months later, gets a guy that's 12-6, good boxing, long, known for taking guys to distance.
Okay.
Stopped him in 3 rounds, dropped him 5 times, man.
Damn.
So then after
you
that
had to
fight,
get in on him?
Yeah.
He was real tall, had a
he
lot
was
of length.
tall, he got good footwork, he was a jab. He thought he was boxing the whole fight. He's known for going the distance, right?
Yeah.
Stopped him in 3 rounds, man.
Damn.
Extra, dropped him 5 times.
That's fire.
After that, people like,
everybody's
this
like,
hot
all right,
sauce
just
cat's
stay
real.
down, please, just stay down.
Hey, man. After that, they was like, hey, hot sauce guy, he can fight.
Yeah.
He's here to stay too, man.
That's awesome, bro.
Heck yeah, man. So that fight was a breaking point. It was for a title too. It was called a UBF Intercontinental title, man. Universal Boxing Federation, man.
Okay.
It got me my top 15 record after that fight.
Man.
Yep.
So what's next after New York? You know?
Man,
Can't talk about it yet?
Top of the world, baby. Like, I got something to work, something to be. I don't want to talk about it yet, man. But after I knocked the dude out in New York, man, we got a big contract in the works, man, with a real big time promoter.
That's
awesome. It's gonna do a co-promotion deal, man. It's gonna be a huge
What's
deal.
your favorite place to fight? Is it New York? Have you ever fought in New York?
I've never fought in New York before, man. Okay. I don't even know yet, man, because I'm gonna fight all over, man. The fight was supposed to be in Puerto Rico originally, and that would have been bananas, man. Hell yeah, man. So I was excited about that, but they moved it to New York last minute, so I don't know. Maybe Puerto Rico would have been the favorite place to fight, man.
That would have been cool.
Heck yeah, man. The weather,
go to the beach right after.
You ain't lying, dude. Right there, man. Put my toes to the sand.
Yeah,
after the
right
fight,
after.
man. But yeah, man, it's cool.
Right after. Shit, man. I mean, we cover everything. I mean, we got the come up, we got the grind, got a lot of footage, bro.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm excited. I'm excited about a lot of this stuff.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you want to plug before we get up out of here?
Man, I'll just say, man, give my honor to God, man, for the opportunity to just come here and talk to my boy Drew.
Oh, yeah,
of
course.
The homie channel, baby.
The homies network,
the homie
baby.
network, baby. And
we're gonna bring you back too for Hands with the
about,
Homies.
Man. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
It's tough to get everybody on the same schedule, you know. So
kids, life, I get it, man.
Tough.
I definitely get it, man. Especially me being out of town too, man.
Oh, it's all good.
But I have to have, I'm a man of my word, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Man of my word.
Exactly.
I told Drew I got it, man. We made it happen, man.
Exactly.
Drove 15 hours today, total 15 hours, man. We here doing it.
Man, dog, I appreciate it.
No
bro.
sleep, baby. Let's get it. Straight gorilla mode, grind,
what,
baby.
what are you doing after this? You about to go home and go crash? Yeah.
I'm going to get some food and crash, man, because then we start counting back again Monday morning. So I fought Saturday. I took the day to come back home. At it. And then Monday we back on it again. You know, why we fight 11 days later, man?
Right back
Heck
at
yeah,
it.
man.
That's awesome, bro.
Heck yeah, dude.
Kalvin Hot Sauce Henderson, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Always a pleasure. And we'll be back, Hands with the Homies, too. The industry. We're here. Peace.
Boom.